Well, the Galaxy Z Fold 6 is finally here, and let's check out what's new with this phone. And one of those things I am super excited about. No, it's not the AI, but we'll get into that. Now, depending on the time that you watch this video, I will also be unboxing and then reviewing the Galaxy Z Flip 6. So if you guys want to see more videos on this and this, definitely hit that subscribe button. So let's go ahead and dig into this beast. Now, of course, what's new is the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. You have a larger vapor chamber, 2600 nits of brightness, which is always good for a foldable phone because its display is obviously not glass, as it has a plastic layer on it, and then so of course you get more reflection, so that extra brightness will definitely help. Oof, look at that. Yes, this is definitely thin. Actually, you know what, let me bring over my iPad. So here's my M4 iPad Pro, the new one that is crazy thin, and look at the comparison. I mean, that is basically identical. I mean, maybe the Galaxy is ever so slightly thicker, but I mean, not by much at all. So this thing definitely hit the gym and started doing cardio. All right, enough jibber jabber. Let's go ahead and take a look at this phone. Let's go ahead and peel this up. Oof, nice. So the crease, I can confidently say the crease has gotten better. It looks a lot worse because I'm looking at my recording right now. It looks worse on camera than it does in person. In person, it's not that bad. So they've definitely improved it. Let's see, on the bottom you have one of your speakers there. You have the microphone and then as well as the USB-C. On this side you get the power, the 5G antenna, and the volume keys. Now up on top, you have what I assume to be, well, this is the speaker for sure. You have three microphones, again, for noise cancellation. On this side, you have nothing, just a few antennas. Oh, and the SIM slot. So let's go ahead and turn this bad boy on and check out what's new. Again, I'm super excited for that brightness increase. 2600 nits, that is crazy bright. And does this thing, oh, there we go. I thought for a second it ran out of battery. But yeah, what a nice looking device. I mean, I didn't even get to the cameras. So the camera design is also new. Like the outer rings look they look a little bit different. But yeah, so this is the natural, oh boy, I forgot what it's called, the natural titanium color. Let me double check. So no, this is the silver shadow. So this is the silver model, which honestly looks kind of similar to the natural titanium. So let's go ahead and click that start. Let's agree to all. And now we can easily set up from another device. Actually, no, I'm going to set up manually. I want it to be a completely brand new setup. So let me go ahead and put in my password. Nice haptics, by the way. Very clicky. So there we go. Connected. Next. Alright, so now I got to take my SIM card out from my OnePlus 12. 1 second. Alright, I took the SIM card out of the OnePlus. Sorry, OnePlus. I love you. Nothing against you, but I did meet someone new. Now let's go ahead and put it into the Fold. Now, Samsung did say that the durability of the glass... Damn, that's a long. The durability of the glass is apparently better than before, as well as the frame itself, which of course now is matte instead of glossy. Thank you for that. I don't like glossy because it looks kind of disgusting. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Let's put it in. Oh, not that way, the other way. Oh wait, nope. It's like a USB. USB all over again, huh? So let's see if that did the job. Yep, getting your phone ready. Perfect. Alright, so now let's go ahead and do the fingerprint. Now, the fingerprint is over here. Now, I do wish Samsung kind of implemented it, or would implement it, like on the screen, like a in-display fingerprint sensor, but we still got that physical one, which actually many people do prefer, so I guess that's fair. So let's go ahead and get that. It's going pretty fast, actually, very accurate. Gotta change the position. That's what she said. And We're almost done. There we go. So in terms of AI, here's everything that you get with this phone. You get the call assist, which is real-time translations during phone calls, which can definitely be of good use. You have chat assist, interpreter, which this might be the most important one if you're ever traveling to another country. You can just speak freely to the other person without actually understanding them because, well, it'll automatically translate it. Now, of course, you also get note assist and transcript assist. And then here we have everything else when it comes to AI. Again, I'm going to cover all of this in my full review, so again, stay tuned. So the phone is now fully set up, and let's go ahead and do the first fold. Very, very good. It doesn't slam shut. It's just a nice click. But they actually made it easier to open. Now, don't worry, I'll take this off soon. But they made it easier to open because I remember with previous folds, anytime you open, you kind of have to put in the same or equal strength when opening it. But now it's like from here to here, it's almost like it's spring-loaded. It almost wants to open up. But it just does so ever so slightly so you can grip it better and then fully open it up. I love that. I couldn't tell you guys how many times I almost dropped my Galaxy Fold 5 because whenever you're opening it, like the initial open, you know, like your finger just tends to kind of slide off and then the phone accidentally falls. But here it's like a very nice spring. It feels really, really good. So let's go ahead and test out that fingerprint sensor. And of course, we're going to take a look at the updated display over here on the front. So it is apparently 1 millimeter wider, but it's also shorter, so it's easier to reach with one hand, making it a little bit just more manageable. Now, I do like how there are uniform bezels that go around the entire phone. No more, because with the previous folds, you would have this weird kind of like thicker bezel on the sides of where the hinge is, but now they kind of made it a little bit more uniform, and honestly, it actually feels like a normal phone for once. So that being said, I do want to test out how the typing experience is now that it's a little bit wider, which is a little bit less claustrophobia. So, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed today. Well, that's not. Maybe if I learn how to spell right. Enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that like button. So as you guys can tell, typing is good as long as you know how to spell. Now, other new things with the Galaxy Fold 6 is the updated or the larger sensor of the ultra-wide camera, which will get you better low-light performance. Again, of course, I will be testing that out. But aside from that, it seems like the selfie camera is the same on the front of the phone, and the inner display camera, it's still there. It's still, I think, 4 megapixels if I'm being accurate. It's, you know, maybe video calling and that's it. Don't actually take photos with the inside camera. It's not going to look good. And for that, I'm just going to give you guys an example. So let me go ahead and take a selfie with the cover camera. So let me go ahead, and this is a little hard. All right. So I'm going to post this on the video so you guys can tell. So that, of course, is with the cover camera. Now let me go ahead and open it up and take another selfie using this camera. And there we go. So don't judge too hard. I wasn't exactly posing, but as you guys can tell, the difference is, well, quite massive. Now, the one thing I really love is the bottom bar. I mean, Samsung has software nailed so good with their folding phones. It is remarkable. So basically, you never even have to go home because all your apps are right here, and if you want to access another app that's not listed over here, you just click this button, and boom, here are all the apps that come installed in the phone. And of course, anytime you do install a different app, it'll appear here. So you really never even need to go to the home screen using this phone. And if you guys are curious, here is just how it looks like whenever it's closed. And if I'm being honest, I mean, the difference between a folding phone and a non-folding phone, it's not that massive, honestly. I mean, the difference is obviously there, but it's not that big nowadays. So with the Snapdragon 8 Generation 3 and a larger vapor chamber, this phone should be performing perfect. It shouldn't overheat. It is kind of heating up a little bit over here, but that's, of course, you know, I'm setting the phone up Unfortunately, we have a flood of advisory. Thanks. But I'm setting the phone up, so of course it's going to get a little warm, but again, I'll keep you guys updated in my future videos. Now, another thing I love about, I think Samsung is the only company doing this, honestly, but you can keep the cover display and the inside display different on the home screen. So for example, let me go ahead and go to the cover screen again so we can see the store. So if I want to, remove store, for example, or even move it up over here, and if I open up the phone, it stays down here. So whatever you do here does not translate to the cover display, which is, I think that kind of makes sense, because let's say you want the cover display to only be your social media apps or your business apps or whatever else, and then you want your inside display to be maybe Netflix, Hulu, any other kind of content apps. I forgot the word I'm looking for, so let's just go with that. But yeah, I think Samsung is the only company doing this, which is quite strange. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This was just my kind of first impressions. I really love the matte. I think it looks perfect. I don't like glossy. The fingerprints, yeah, they're still here, quite apparent. But overall, I mean, even the hinge got a nice little slim down. It's a very, very good looking phone, and it's wide enough now that I can actually use it like a normal phone and then just open it up whenever I really just want to get into some content. Now, like I did mention in the beginning of the video, I will have more videos of the Z Flip6 as well, so if you guys are curious, definitely stay tuned. Now, if you did enjoy today's video, definitely click that like button, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. This was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.